Hey everyone, and welcome back to CyberNomad. I'm your host, Nancy, and I'm thrilled to have you join us for another exciting exploration of the digital world. Today, we're diving headfirst into a topic that's as crucial as it is fascinating: network scanning. Now, before you click away thinking this is just for tech wizards, let me assure you it's anything but. Network scanning is something that impacts all of us, whether we realize it or not. It's the silent guardian of our digital lives, working behind the scenes to keep our data safe and our connections running smoothly. Think of it like the invisible infrastructure that powers our online experiences, from the moment you send a quick email to streaming your favorite shows. Join us as we break down this complex topic into bite-sized pieces, demystifying the jargon and revealing the real-world implications of network scanning. So, buckle up and get ready to explore the hidden depths of the digital realm as we unravel the mysteries of network scanning right here on CyberNomad. All right, let's kick things off by answering the fundamental question. What exactly is network scanning? In a nutshell, it's like taking a deep dive into the intricate web of devices and connections that make up a computer network. Imagine you have a massive interconnected city with buildings, roads, and hidden pathways. Network scanning is like having a special map that reveals all those intricate connections, showing you which buildings are active, how they're linked, and even potential weak points. Just like a city relies on its infrastructure to function, our digital lives depend on the smooth operation of computer networks, and network scanning is a key tool for understanding, managing, and securing those networks. But it's not just about mapping the digital landscape. Network scanning also delves into the communication protocols that allow devices to talk to each other. It's like listening in on the conversations happening across the network, understanding the language being spoken, and identifying any potential eavesdroppers. Now, you might be wondering, why is this even important? Why should we care about how networks are scanned? Well, here's where things get really interesting. Network scanning plays a critical role in cybersecurity, acting as a digital detective that helps us identify and address potential security risks. Remember those weak points we mentioned earlier? Network scanning helps security experts find those vulnerabilities before malicious actors can exploit them. It's like having a security team sweep a building for weaknesses, reinforcing doors, windows, and any other potential entry points. By proactively identifying and addressing these vulnerabilities, we can strengthen our defenses and make it much harder for cybercriminals to wreak havoc. But it's not just about playing defense. Network scanning also helps us understand the tactics and techniques used by attackers, giving us valuable insights into their methods and motivations. It's like studying the footprints of a criminal, analyzing their movements, and using that knowledge to anticipate their next move. So as you can see, network scanning is a powerful tool in the fight against cybercrime, helping us stay one step ahead of those who would seek to exploit our digital world. But the importance of network scanning extends far beyond the realm of cybersecurity. It's also a vital tool for everyday network management, ensuring the smooth and efficient operation of the networks we rely on daily. Think of it like a network checkup, allowing administrators to monitor the health of their systems, identify potential bottlenecks, and optimize performance. It's like a mechanic running diagnostics on a car, making sure everything is running smoothly and addressing any potential issues before they become major problems. From troubleshooting connectivity issues to optimizing data flow, network scanning empowers administrators with the insights they need to keep things running smoothly. It's the unsung hero of the digital age, working tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure that our online experiences are seamless and uninterrupted. As we delve deeper into the world of network scanning, we'll uncover the different techniques used, explore the tools of the trade, and reveal the fascinating ways in which this technology shapes our digital lives. Stay tuned for more! All right, everyone, let's dive into the fascinating world of ports. Now, before you start picturing ships and cargo, we're talking about digital ports, the gateways of communication in the vast landscape of computer networks. Think of them like designated entry points on a computer or server, each assigned a specific number and purpose. Just like a bustling harbor has different docks for different types of vessels, a computer has numerous ports for handling various types of data traffic. Each port acts as a channel, directing the flow of information to the right destination. Whether you're browsing the web, sending an email, or streaming a video, it all happens through these digital doorways. Now, you might be wondering, why do we need all these different ports? Why not just have one giant entrance for everything? Well, just like a well-organized city needs different routes for cars, buses, and pedestrians, a computer network relies on these specialized ports to manage data traffic efficiently and securely. And here's where it gets really interesting. By understanding which ports are open and what services they're associated with, we can gain valuable insights into the inner workings of a network. It's like having a secret decoder ring that allows us to decipher the language of digital communication. So, how do we actually go about uncovering this hidden world of ports? That's where port scanning comes in, a technique that allows us to peek behind the digital curtain and see which ports are open and listening for connections on a particular device or network. Think of it like a digital detective knocking on different doors to see who's home. By sending carefully crafted packets of data to specific ports and analyzing the responses, security experts and network administrators can gain a wealth of information about a target system. It's like shining a light into a dark room, revealing the objects and their locations. Port scanning tools like the ever-popular Nmap provide a powerful arsenal for network exploration. They can quickly scan a range of IP addresses, identify open ports, and even fingerprint the operating system and services running on a target machine. But it's not just about gathering information. Port scanning plays a crucial role in identifying potential security vulnerabilities. By uncovering open ports that shouldn't be accessible, security professionals can proactively address those weaknesses before malicious actors can exploit them. It's like finding a loose brick in a wall and reinforcing it before someone can break in. Now let's talk about the potential risks associated with open ports. While they're essential for network communication, open ports can also be an open invitation for trouble if not properly secured. Think of it like leaving your front door unlocked. It's only a matter of time before someone unwanted wanders in. In the digital realm, attackers are constantly scanning for open ports, looking for easy ways to infiltrate systems and wreak havoc. They might use automated tools to scan vast swaths of the internet, looking for vulnerable targets like a shark patrolling the ocean for prey. Once they've found an open port, attackers can exploit it to gain unauthorized access to a system, steal sensitive data, or even launch further attacks. It's like finding a secret backdoor into a heavily guarded building. Once they're inside, the damage they can cause is significant. That's why it's crucial to be aware of the risks associated with open ports and take steps to mitigate them. By implementing strong security measures, such as firewalls and intrusion detection systems, we can significantly reduce the likelihood of falling victim to these digital predators. Now, let's shift our focus to two of the most well-known and widely used ports, Port 80 and Port 443. These two digital gateways are responsible for the vast majority of web traffic, connecting us to the websites and online services we use every day. But despite their shared purpose, there's a crucial difference between them, one that significantly impacts our online security. Port 80 is the default port for HTTP, or Hypertext Transfer Protocol, the language used to transmit data on the World Wide Web. Whenever you type in a website address, chances are you're connecting through Port 80. It's like the main entrance to a bustling website, welcoming visitors from all over the world. However, HTTP traffic is sent in plain text, meaning that anyone eavesdropping on the connection can see the information being transmitted. Imagine sending a postcard with your credit card details written on it. Anyone who intercepts it can easily read and steal your information. That's where Port 443 comes in. This port is the secure counterpart to Port 80, handling traffic for HTTPS, or Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Secure. HTTPS adds an extra layer of encryption to web traffic, making it nearly impossible for eavesdroppers to decipher the information being transmitted. It's like sending your sensitive information in a sealed envelope, ensuring that only the intended recipient can access it. So, how can you tell if you're connecting to a website securely through HTTPS? Look for the padlock icon in your browser's address bar. That's a visual indicator that your connection is encrypted and your data is protected. In a world where online security is paramount, understanding the difference between HTTP and HTTPS and the ports they use is crucial for safeguarding our digital lives. Alright folks, now that we've explored the ins and outs of port scanning, let's zoom out a bit and talk about its big brother, network scanning. While port scanning focuses on individual devices and their open ports, network scanning takes a broader perspective, mapping out the entire network and its interconnected components. Think of it like creating a blueprint of a complex machine, showing how all the gears, cogs, and levers fit together. Network scanning tools go beyond simply identifying devices on a network. They delve deeper, uncovering the relationships between them, revealing the flow of data, and highlighting potential bottlenecks or vulnerabilities. Imagine you're tasked with managing a vast network of interconnected computers, servers, and other devices. Network scanning tools become your trusty sidekick, providing a visual representation of this intricate web, allowing you to see the big picture and make informed decisions about network configuration, security, and optimization. From identifying rogue devices that shouldn't be connected to pinpointing network segments experiencing high traffic, network scanning empowers administrators with the knowledge they need to keep their digital domains running smoothly and securely. Let's step into the shoes of a network administrator for a moment and see how network scanning plays a crucial role in their daily tasks. Imagine it's a typical Monday morning, and our intrepid admin, let's call her Sarah, fires up her trusty network scanning tool. Her mission to ensure that the company's network is humming along smoothly after a weekend of inactivity. The first order of business is to get a lay of the land. Sarah initiates a network scan, and within minutes, a detailed map of the network appears on her screen. Each device, from servers to workstations to printers, is represented by a node, and the connections between them are clearly visible. It's like having X-ray vision into the digital circulatory system of the company. As Sarah examines the map, she notices something unusual. There's an unfamiliar device connected to the network in the sales department. A quick investigation reveals that it's an employee's personal laptop, which they connected without authorization. This is a potential security risk, as unauthorized devices can introduce malware or provide a backdoor for attackers. Thanks to network scanning, Sarah was able to identify and address this vulnerability before any damage could be done. It's like having a vigilant security guard patrolling the network, always on the lookout for suspicious activity. Section 3. Troubleshooting with network scanning, finding and fixing network glitches. But network scanning isn't just about security, it's also an invaluable tool for troubleshooting network issues. Imagine a scenario where employees in the marketing department are experiencing slow internet speeds, making it difficult to collaborate on a time-sensitive project. Frustration mounts as web pages crawl and file transfers grind to a halt. Sarah, our network superhero, swings into action, armed with her network scanning tools. By analyzing network traffic patterns, she can pinpoint the source of the bottleneck. It turns out that a faulty network switch in the marketing department is causing data packets to be dropped, slowing down connections. Thanks to network scanning, Sarah was able to quickly identify the root cause of the problem and take steps to resolve it. A quick replacement of the faulty switch, and the marketing team is back up to speed, their productivity restored. From identifying bandwidth hogs to diagnosing hardware failures, network scanning tools provide the insights needed to keep networks running smoothly, minimizing downtime and maximizing productivity. It's like having a team of digital mechanics on call, ready to diagnose and repair any network hiccups. Section 4. Keeping things running. The importance of regular network scans. Just like a car needs regular maintenance to stay in tip-top shape, computer networks benefit from routine checkups. And that's where regular network scanning comes in. By making it a habit to scan their networks periodically, administrators can stay ahead of potential problems, ensuring the smooth and secure operation of their digital domains. Think of it like a network health check, allowing administrators to monitor for changes, identify emerging threats, and optimize performance. These routine scans can be scheduled to run automatically, providing valuable peace of mind and allowing administrators to focus on other critical tasks. Regular network scanning helps identify and mitigate security risks before they can be exploited. By detecting unauthorized devices, open ports, or suspicious activity, administrators can take proactive steps to strengthen their defenses and keep their networks safe from harm. Beyond security, regular scanning helps maintain network performance, identifying bottlenecks, optimizing traffic flow, and ensuring that users have a seamless and productive online experience. It's like giving your network a digital tune-up, keeping it running at peak efficiency. Section 1. Vulnerability Scanning, the Security Checkup. Welcome back, digital explorers. We've talked about port scanning, where we check the doors and windows of our network, and network mapping, where we get a bird's eye view of the entire landscape. Now let's dive into a critical aspect of cybersecurity vulnerability scanning. Think of it like a thorough security checkup for your network, going beyond just identifying open ports to uncover hidden weaknesses that attackers could exploit. Imagine you own a fortress. You've got strong walls, guarded gates, and watchful sentries. But what about that hidden tunnel leading into the heart of your stronghold? Or that weak spot in the wall that could crumble with a well-placed battering ram? That's what vulnerability scanning helps us find. Those hidden cracks in our digital defenses that could be exploited by malicious actors. Vulnerability scanners are like digital detectives, meticulously examining every nook and cranny of your network, looking for known security flaws, misconfigurations, and outdated software. They're constantly updated with the latest threat intelligence, ensuring they can spot even the newest exploits being used by cybercriminals. By uncovering these vulnerabilities, we can take steps to fix them before they're exploited, making our networks much more resilient to attacks. It's like reinforcing those weak spots in our fortress walls, ensuring that no matter how hard the attackers try, they won't be able to breach our defenses. Section 2. Probing for weaknesses. How vulnerability scanners work. Vulnerability scanners employ techniques to probe for weaknesses, comparing software and configurations against a database of known security flaws. Think of it like checking your car's VIN number against a database of recalls. If there's a match, you know there's a potential problem that needs to be addressed. They also use penetration testing, simulating attacks to see how systems hold up. By identifying these vulnerabilities, you can strengthen your defenses, ensuring your network is secure. Section 3. Vulnerability management. More than just scanning. Vulnerability management is an ongoing process, not a one-time event. Think of it like keeping your house clean. You need to make it a regular habit. New vulnerabilities are discovered all the time, so regular scans are essential. This involves not just patching software, but also implementing security best practices and educating users. By taking a holistic approach, we can strengthen our defenses and make it harder for attackers to succeed. It's about creating a multi-layered security approach. Section 4. Staying ahead of the curve. The importance of regular vulnerability scans. In today's threat landscape, staying ahead is more critical than ever. Regular vulnerability scans play a vital role, like getting regular checkups at the doctor. They can identify security weaknesses before they're exploited. By making vulnerability scanning an integral part of your security posture, you can significantly reduce your risk. It's about being proactive and taking a preventative approach to security. Make vulnerability scanning a regular habit to stay one step ahead of cybercriminals. Now let's explore how malicious actors use these techniques for their purposes. For attackers, network scanning is often the first step in their reconnaissance process. One common technique is the stealth scan, where attackers send out SYN packets but never complete the handshake. Another technique is the Xmas scan, sending packets with a combination of flags to elicit a response from the target system. With attackers constantly probing for weaknesses, it's crucial to have a robust defense system. That's where intrusion detection systems, IDSs, come into play. Think of IDSs like security cameras and motion sensors for your network. There are two main types, network-based IDSs, NIDS, and host-based IDS, HIDs. By deploying a combination of NIDS and HIDs, organizations can create a multi-layered defense system. While IDS are essential, prevention is always better than cure. One fundamental measure is to keep all software patched and up to date. Another critical step is to enforce strong passwords and enable multi-factor authentication. Strong passwords act as the first line of defense, while multi-factor authentication adds an extra layer of security. Together, they significantly reduce the risk of unauthorized access. Section 4. Knowledge is power. Staying informed in the cybersecurity landscape. The world of network scanning is constantly evolving. Stay informed about the latest cybersecurity threats and best practices. Subscribe to industry newsletters, attend webinars, and follow security experts on social media. By staying informed and proactive, we can all play our part in making the digital world safer. Section 1. Network scanning for the greater good. A cybersecurity perspective. Let's see how network scanning is used by cybersecurity professionals. Think of them as digital detectives, constantly on the lookout for clues. Network scanning allows them to proactively identify and address vulnerabilities. One key way is through penetration testing, simulating real-world attacks. By identifying vulnerabilities, they can recommend and implement appropriate security controls. It's all about staying one step ahead of the attackers. Section 2. Behind the scenes. Network scanning in network administration. Network administrators rely heavily on these tools to keep networks running smoothly. Think of them as the unsung heroes of the digital age. Network scanning tools provide insights into the complex web of interconnected components. They help monitor performance, identify bottlenecks, and troubleshoot issues quickly. For example, they can analyze traffic patterns to pinpoint the source of slow internet speeds. Beyond troubleshooting, network scanning plays a crucial role in capacity planning. By analyzing usage trends, administrators can proactively upgrade infrastructure. Section 3. When good tools fall into the wrong hands. Malicious use of network scanning. Network scanning can be used for both good and malicious purposes. For attackers, it's often the initial reconnaissance phase. They might scan large ranges of IP addresses, looking for systems with open ports or outdated software. Once identified, attackers can use more sophisticated scans to gain a deeper understanding of vulnerabilities. The information gleaned can then be used to launch targeted attacks. Staying ahead of the curve. The importance of ethical hacking. Ethical hackers use their knowledge of hacking techniques for good. They simulate real-world attacks to identify and address vulnerabilities. Ethical hacking engagements can range from simple assessments to full-blown penetration tests. The goal is to provide a realistic assessment of security posture. By embracing ethical hacking, organizations can gain valuable insights and prioritize remediation efforts. Well, folks, we've reached the end of our deep dive into network scanning. We've covered a lot of ground, from the basics to the complexities of vulnerability assessments. Network scanning acts as a digital detective, helping us understand, manage, and protect our interconnected world. It's the silent guardian of our data, the watchful protector of our online experiences. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and stay one step ahead in the ever-evolving landscape of cybersecurity. If there's one key takeaway from our journey, it's this: knowledge is power. The more we understand about how networks work, the risks they face, and the tools available to protect them, the better equipped we'll be to navigate the digital world safely and securely. Don't be intimidated by the technical jargon or the complexities of cybersecurity. There are countless resources available to help you learn, from online courses and tutorials to industry blogs and podcasts like this one. Embrace your curiosity, ask questions, and never stop learning. Remember, cybersecurity is everyone's responsibility. Whether you're a tech-savvy individual or just starting to explore the digital world, your actions can make a difference. By adopting strong security practices, staying informed about the latest threats, and being mindful of your online behavior, you can contribute to a safer and more secure digital environment for everyone. As we conclude our exploration, let's carry with us the importance of vigilance, the power of knowledge, and the shared responsibility we all have in protecting the interconnected world we've come to rely on. As we sign off, I want to leave you with a call to action. Stay curious, stay secure, and keep exploring. The digital world is vast and constantly evolving, with new challenges and opportunities emerging every day. Don't be afraid to dive in, ask questions, and challenge yourself to learn something new. Embrace the power of technology, but do so responsibly and with a mindful approach to security. Remember, the journey of cybersecurity is never truly over. It's an ongoing process of learning, adapting, and staying one step ahead. So, stay curious, stay secure, and keep exploring the ever-evolving world of network scanning and beyond. From all of us here at CyberNomad, thank you for joining us on this digital adventure. Until next time, stay safe out there in the digital wild.